How's it going, guys? Your old pal Baba Ganoush here once again. I know it's been a while since I've done a full gear set review, so I figured I'd go ahead and do one. So I'm going to go ahead and break things down for you. We'll go ahead and start with my big three. We'll then move on to my cooking and food. And then we'll go ahead and get into my clothes. And last but not least, some of the extras that I carry with me as well. I'll try to get you exact weights and measurements, and we'll take it from there. So why don't we go ahead and break it down, get on into it. So okay guys, let's go ahead and get into my big three here. Starting on the left side, up top I have my tent. That is going to be the Tarptent notch. On the bottom there I have the TYVEK ground sheet to go along with it. Combined, those two things weigh 1 pound and 15 ounces. Up top here I have my brand new sleeping bag, which I am so excited to try out. That is the Sea to Summit Spark 2. It is a 35 degree, 850 fill down bag that weighs only 1 pound, basically 16.4 ounces, so 1 pound even pretty much. I'm super excited to try this guy out. Down below here on the left we have my Sea to Summit Aros pillow. The regular size comes in at 3.2 ounces. On the right is the NEMO TENSOR, the regular mummy version. That comes in at 14.5 ounces. Over on the right here, one of my favorite pieces of equipment, the Osprey EXOS 48 liter. This comes in at 2 pounds 8 ounces, a comfortable 2 pounds 8 ounces. I absolutely love this pack. I've taken on a number of trips, and I can't wait to thru hike with this pack in the future. And that's basically my big three right there. Nice and simple, nice and lightweight, but I really love the stuff as well. So let's go ahead and move on to my cooking and water system. Okay guys, let's move on to my cook and my water system. Starting over on the left here is my Platypus GRAVITYWORKS system. This is the 4-liter system. Together with the hose, the filter, and the 4-liter bag, it only weighs 8 ounces. Now what I do is I leave the clean water bag at home, and what I do is I substitute it for just one of the lightweight, it's a 2-liter Platypus squeeze bag. It weighs only 1 ounce, weighs 1.2 ounces, so it's really nice and lightweight, and I think it's a good trade-off just to go a little bit lighter weight and still keep the system nice and streamlined. Coming over here, these two just represent that I'm taking water bottles with me. I'm going to get the SMARTWATER brand's water bottles. They're really nice and lightweight. I've hiked with them before. They work great. I just have to go to the store and pick those up before I leave for my trip. Coming over here is old Bessie here, my trusty cookware, just nice and lightweight. The SPORK, both of these things, and also the rag combined weigh only 8 ounces. So really nice and lightweight. The fact that it's aluminum has worked really well for me. Coming on down, I have my MSR pocket rocket sitting over here. Only 4 ounces with the case combined. And then of course I'm just bringing the small fuel canister, and I have an extra pack towel just in case. And of course I just have a quick pack towel down underneath here as well. So all in all, something nice and simple, nice and lightweight, but definitely gets the job done. So why don't we put these away and let's move on to clothing and footwear. So okay guys, let's go ahead and get into my clothing and footwear system. Let's go ahead and start on the left side is what I'll be wearing to sleep each night. Up top is one of my favorite pieces of equipment, my Brooks long sleeve runner's shirt. It's a 1/4 zip with the thumb holes down in the sleeves. Nice and lightweight, very breathable. I bring this all 4 seasons with me. Coming on down here are the Patagonia midweight Capilene base layer pants. I decided to go with the midweights for during the spring and summer, and that's in order to kind of save weight while maximizing, trying to stay warm as well. Obviously, after a long day of hiking, things can cool down at night really quickly, so it's nice having something a little extra to help keep my legs a little warmer. I have just a simple pair of EXOFFICIO boxer briefs. Nothing really too much to say about them. They're very comfortable, very lightweight, very breathable. And down here I have a pair of darn tough crew socks. Really nice and stretchy, very comfortable. I figured I'd bring those for at camp to keep my feet nice and dry, keep them nice and warm. And as well, if I run into a pinch, I can use them as extra hiking socks. And then down below here is my Mountain Hardwear, very lightweight, very soft fleece beanie. I always bring this with me. It's great just to be able to put that on, warm yourself up nice and quick. Let's move on up to insulation and rain gear. Up top here, I just bring my North Face ThermoBall. I've had this for quite a few years now. Certainly I can always bring, my down jacket. It's a few ounces lighter. But if I get caught in the rain, the synthetic will hold up a little bit better. And it's only 11.5 ounces, something nice and lightweight, so I can't go wrong. Coming on down to rain gear, the always nice and very lovely, the Outdoor Research HELIUM rain gear, extremely nice and lightweight, only 6.4 ounces. Very nice and lightweight. It doesn't have a lot of the pit zips or a lot of the ventilation, but that's okay. It's on my pack like 90% of the time, so I figured I'd go as lightweight as I can. I am not bringing rain pants with me. It's the middle of the summer, it's too warm. I'd rather just, keep the airflow going as much as possible, and I'll dry out when I get to camp. And of course the Osprey pack cover. I gotta cover the backpack, I gotta keep everything nice and dry. So there's a couple ways to do that. I choose the pack cover, good old Osprey. So let's move on to what I'll be hiking with. Up top is my red REI Co-op Tech tee. Down below is a blue one. Really nice and lightweight, breathable, synthetic. Can't go wrong. They're also very inexpensive, so if I tear them up, if I get them dirty, I don't feel so guilty. Coming on down here, my Salomon running shorts. I've become a believer in the very lightweight and very short running shorts. They're not as short as some of the other ones. They're short enough, but they have the inner liner. I can keep things nice and breathable, keep them nice and lightweight. They dry quickly as well. Super nice and awesome. I love them. I'm definitely a believer. So I got paired day one. I figured I'd bring the sock liners. I've been working so much. I haven't been out for as many day hikes as I'd like to. And I'm going to go with the fresh pair for day two. I figured why not? I'm keeping nice and lightweight, only out for a short time. Might as well treat myself a little bit. And then, of course, I need to wear something on my feet, besides the socks, of course. My Ultra Lone Peak 3.0s, I love them. They came out with the new recent 3.5, so I think I might have to get those as well. But these, my feet feel nice and comfortable all day long. Gotta love them. And then, of course, I just have my trail running gaiters. I did spray them with a little bit of waterproofing spray, so they do shed water a little bit if they have to. But otherwise, they're meant to just keep like the dirt and debris out so I can keep on moving without getting, stones and dirt and all that stuff down into my shoes. So, okay, that's clothing and footwear. Why don't I put this stuff away? Move on to the next subject, some of the extras, but essentials that I always carry with me. So, okay, guys, here's some of my extra little odds and ends, but some necessities that I always carry with me, especially during spring and summer. Come on over to the left, I have my simple Brooks runner's visor. Really nice and lightweight, fully synthetic, incredibly lightweight. It's only like 2 or 3 ounces, and obviously moisture wicking the whole 9 yards. The reason I have this is because during the spring and summer, I bring my head net with me. That's because no matter how much bug spray I bring with me, obviously there's always swarms of gnats, and those you have to walk through regardless of how much bug spray that you have. They will stick to you. So I bring the head net just so I don't eat some flies. Coming on down this way to my left, my trusty gear strap. I did a review video on this guy talking about my gear strap, how I can hang my backpack, hang my gravity filter, the whole 9 yards. To my left, I have my bare string kit. Carabiner is inside, so I can clip everything together, and over to the left here is my bear bag. This is where I'll contain all my food and everything. Coming on down this way, my lightweight backpacker's wallet by NEMO. This thing's really cool. It allows me to just keep my ID and a few bucks in one place. Nice and lightweight, just like ripstop nylon. Really cool. I picked that up. A vendor came into the store. Of course, my handkerchief that I always bring with me. This thing is gonna come with me on my through hike probably, as long as I don't tear it up. Until then. My trusty whistle as always, my Leatherman Squirt PS4 multi-tool, and of course my Benchmade Mini Griptilian pocket knife. Yes, I know, I probably shouldn't have to bring this, but sometimes if I get into camp early, I'll make like a spoon or a fork or just play around with it kind of thing. It's just one of those things that I want to bring with me. So be it. Coming on over here, my Thermarest ZC. I will never go anywhere without this. This thing is awesome for only 2 ounces. It is so nice and comfortable. Obviously nice to just get your butt up off the cold rock and the wet log. I can use it, I can open it up and use it to fan the fire and everything. You get the idea. I know you see a lot of people with this thing. There's a reason that a lot of people have it. Coming up top here, just my toiletry bag. I got my Motrin, I got my camp soap. I have this Aquaphor stuff, which is like a chapstick, but a lubricant and all this good stuff as well. Little tiny vial of suntan lotion, little tiny thing of toothpaste. Yeah, toothbrush, my little tiny first aid kit up top here, little tiny vial of super glue. Yeah, first aid kit just has basically a couple band-aids, that rubber foam, pre-tape kind of thing. Yeah, just nice and simple and nice and lightweight. I'll bring a little bit of toilet paper with me. I'm only going for a night, so I don't need to bring much. Let's go ahead and talk electronics. Of course, I got my PETZL headlamp. I just did a review video on this. Go ahead and take a look. My electronics bag, inside an OPSAC dry bag, which is some charger cables, you know, one of the waterproof back door for the GoPro case, some extra AAA batteries for my headlamp just in case. Then, of course, my RAV Power 10,400 milliamp battery pack, but just to show you that I'm bringing this thing, only weighs 8 ounces, nice and simple, nice and lightweight. Up top here, I have my fire kit sitting inside here, 3 sources of fire as always, ferro rod sitting in there, waterproof matches, and of course I have a small Bic lighter in there as well. And of course, last but not least, what I always bring with me all 4 seasons of backpacking, just a simple Mylar blanket. It's so simple, nice and lightweight, but it could be a lifesaver. Could double up as an emergency shelter, you know, a footprint for your tent as well if you really need it. Could come in handy. So okay guys, that's my entire gear set. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously that's not including food. I just want to cover equipment on this one right here. This is my summer gear set. So everything that you see here comes in at only 13 pounds and 8 ounces. So a solid 13.5 pound base weight. Now certainly there are some areas that I can trim the weight in, but I do also like some comfort items to bring along with me. Just makes for a more enjoyable camping trip, more enjoyable backpacking trip. You know, certainly I can look to go lighter weight, but I also like what I bring with me right now. I feel nice and comfortable. So I hope this helped you guys out a little bit. Hope I helped some of the new backpackers forming their own checklist and everything as well. Feel free to comment down below or leave me any questions, of course. And of course, if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe down below. Make sure to stay up to date with all my videos. Hit the like button if you did find this helpful. And always leave me a comment or a question. Check my Instagram page. Link is in the description below. I'll talk to you guys on my next adventure. Talk to you guys real soon. Baba Ganoush out.